But as you know, typically when the state issues a bond, when it needs to finance a state project, they borrow from investors. They pay them back an interest rate over a period of time of the bond, and either it'll be interest and principal at a time, or principal at the end of the bond, with interest payments over time. In Islam, interest, saying that money grows in value just because time passes, is considered unacceptable. So what you end up having to do instead is you make an investment. And if that investment throws off income, you get a piece of the income because you have equity in it. So the state's general obligation bonds don't work for that. But there are other bonds that the state does, such as, let's say for instance, it wants to build a dorm, right? A dorm, you have an asset. That asset shoots off revenue, which is the payments that the students make to live in the dorm. So they could issue a Sukuk bond, because the investors would then own a piece of the dorm project, and they would get their income from the revenues that the dorm throws off, the dorm payments, and then they would get the money back basically by selling the project back to the state at the end. That's how they get their principal back. So I just got an email from the state treasurer saying that they want to meet in the next couple of weeks in order to start looking at how they're going to put it together. So, I mean, these are the kind of things that we're doing. The purpose of PGCMC is to facilitate the way of life for the Muslim community, but also part of our mission is to improve the way of life for all Prince George's County residents.
That's right.
You know, the Messenger of Allah made it very clear how much rights your neighbors have on you, how much you have to support the neighbor. Matter of fact, they said the companions of the Prophet Muhammad said that he used to stress the neighbors so much in their rights that we thought he would say that they had the right to inherit from us, that when we died, each neighbor gets a piece of it. That's how much it was. So as the county organization, that's part of what we're trying to do. So Jazakallah Khan, thank all of you for coming. Thank Brother Tyler for putting this together, and I hope you had a good time. I ended up eating in the airport, so I'm cool just saving me a piece of cake.
Jamil, we join you in that chant. Down with interest.
All right.
Up with hope.
Hallelujah.
And you know, originally in Judaism and Christianity, interest was not allowed either.
That's true. That's right.
In fact, to add to that point, in the United States, interest was outlawed up until the early 1900s. And around 1910, 1913, lobbyists successfully got Congress to permit, at that time, a small amount of interest. But again, it was outlawed even here in the United States for 300 of the 400 years of its existence.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Edward Burrows. I'm the Vice Chair of the Prince George's School Board. I'm so happy to be here. I didn't expect to be up here,